Bueno, pues durante el transcurso del juego de vez en cuando podemos visitar al doctor Isiah Friedlander, el psicólogo, el terapeuta de nuestro querido Michael, ¿de acuerdo? Venimos a esta ubicación, a este símbolo, y cuando aparezca este símbolo significa que podemos acceder. Ahí tenemos el círculo, y en esta primera sesión hay diferencias según la última misión que hayamos hecho. Si hemos hecho asesoramiento matrimonial o solicitud de amistad. Hay algunos cambios. De momento yo la última que he hecho ha sido solicitud de amistad. Así que vamos a ver qué hay. Y se llama Caos.
Come in, Michael.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
How have you been?
Oh, good. Things been good. No, actually, things ain't been good. Things been a far fucking way from good. I've been acting out. That's what you would call it, I think, right? Acting out.
So what exactly has been the problem?
I'm not good, Doc. Not good at all.
I'm sorry to hear that. Tell me.
I've been caught up in the bullshit, Doc. You know, ever since I pulled this Mexican's house off a hill, it's been nothing but killing and robbing. I mean, I hooked up with this old associate. I even got a new one, too. This kid. With, I don't know, he's got similar proclivities. You know? Oh, God. Now everything's out of control. But it's not by choice. You know, my life just got away from me.
That sounds a lot like denial, Michael. This is really worrying. So, any other violent urges, friend?
I've been out of control, Doc. I think I got, you know, an imbalance or something. You know, I mean, one minute I'm one person and the next minute I'm another person.
And you sometimes feel you're not responsible for your actions. It's all denial.
Bien, pues si la última misión que hemos hecho es asesoramiento matrimonial, el comienzo de esta sesión pues tiene cambios.
Tell me.
I don't know. I guess we've been having these conversations long enough that I can recognize a trigger when I see one. You know? Shit that's gonna put me right over the fucking edge. Like my family. My son. My daughter. My wife, especially my wife. I mean, they just set me right off, Doc. You know, there's been this episode. You know, actually it was a culmination of a series of episodes. I pulled this Mexican's house right off the fucking hill. I mean, I think I'm back in it, Doc. I'm back into life. I mean, I gotta make some money, and there's only a couple ways I know how to do it.
You feel the need to explain your decisions, Michael. Take responsibility. So, any other violent urges, friend?
Yeah. Even on the way over here, I think I killed someone. And you know what? I don't care. I'm sick, Doc. I'm a sick, hypocritical fuck.
I agree.
Y eso también puede cambiar, según cómo hayamos jugado.
Buy a batch of sessions.
Bueno, pues de momento voy a rechazar. A ver qué pasa.
Everyone makes mistakes. I'm not trying to be perfect.
Okay. And what about your sexual behaviors?
I've been well. I mean, I've had thoughts, but I've been good. Not a single problem.
We all have thoughts, Michael. Not acting on them is real progress.
Vale, vamos a aceptar a ver qué ocurre.
I really just want to be happy, Doc. Is that so bad?
Okay. And what about your
Y ojito aquí, si hemos quedado con una prosti.
I was doing okay. Then with a working girl. Not good. I was not a good boy.
That's not good. You're trying to make better choices. Well, we need more sessions.
I just ain't myself right now, Doc.
Esto sale si no hemos quedado con ninguna prosti.
You're plainly addicted to chaos.
Well, I'm not sure that's true, Doc. I'm not exactly enjoying myself here. You know, what I'm addicted to is not getting killed. But for some reason, I keep getting my ass into situations where getting killed is a little hard to avoid.
What about the people you kill?
Well, yeah, but That's not for fun.
Are you sure?
What exactly are you asking, Doc? Am I a psychopath who enjoys suffering? Or a sociopath who doesn't give a flying fuck about the rules? Come on, we've already had this conversation, right? I'm neither. I'm just a fat, washed-up jock who can't get his head around the fact that his high school football career didn't play out the way that he planned. The only way I'm content and competent is with a gun in my hand or a price on my head.
You're very defensive, Michael. Do you consider yourself a failure?
I pay you to listen to my problems. I'm rich. I'm miserable. I mean, half the time my kids can't stand me. The other half, my wife is cheating on me. I kill people without remorse, Doc. I'm pretty average for this town, really. Wait a minute. That's the shot. I think I'm having a breakthrough here, Doc. I know that I'm just terrified that
I'm sure you are, but that's really all we have time for. See you next time.
Okay.
Bueno, hasta ahí la primera sesión con el terapeuta, ¿de acuerdo? Y desbloqueamos al doctor Friedlander si es la primera sesión que hacemos. Pues para la segunda sesión el inicio cambiará según la última misión que hayamos hecho. Puede ser fama o drama, muerto viviente o el bloqueo. Yo de momento os voy a enseñar fama o drama, luego la de muerto viviente y ya por último la de el bloqueo. Así que vamos a ver cómo inicia esto tras haber hecho fama o drama. Y se llama Maldad. Sí, sí.
Well, you've made it in the end. Please, take a seat.
Hey, you mind if I don't, Doc?
No, do as you like.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, man. Man. Man! You know what, look. I'm just gonna take off. I'm not in the mood for this shit. This fucking bullshit.
As you wish, Michael.
Can I ask you something, Doc? I mean, you're a wise, kind, know-it-all kind of guy.
Go ahead.
Do you believe in evil?
No. No, I don't. I'm a man of science. Evil is a construct made by people who wish to indulge childish fantasies or by people who wish to judge others. It all comes back to the father-mother syndrome, which is what we spent last year on.
Yeah, well, you obviously never met my old buddy. We call him Tony.
I thought he was called Trevor.
Oh, shit. That's right. I forgot I told you about him. God.
No, don't worry. Everything you tell me is in strict confidence.
Didn't you tell me that if I turned things over, start it again, that the universe would find some way to forgive me? Wasn't that you?
And have you turned things over?
Well, no. I mean, not really. But that's not the point. I mean, I wanted to. That is the point.
What's been going on exactly, Michael?
I think you'll call this a bad relapse.
Relapse is a vital part of recovery.
Boy, where do I start? I went back into the business. That business. I gotta be honest with you, Doc. I mean, why am I paying you all this money if not to be honest? For once. It felt good. That government guy I told you about, he got wind of it. It's fine. Expected. Problem is, he's not the only one. He fucking found me, Doc. My old pal, Trevor. He's alive and he ain't going nowhere.
Qué bonito.
This is bad, Doc. You gotta help me.
Honesty's an obstacle for you, Michael. Have you considered that transparency might be less painful than obfuscation? Anything else you want to tell me?
Sometimes I'm fine, Doc, and sometimes I'm a fucking maniac. It's like I'm two different people. You know, I don't like either one of them.
I think split personality is the least of your problems. You're deranged.
Bueno, vamos a ver en la consulta del doctor Friedlander qué nos dice. De vez en cuando hay que ir viniendo.
Relapse is a vital part of recovery.
There's been a radical shift in my fortunes, Doc. And I may have been a fat, miserable slob on a sun lounger, but at least that was my choice. You know? I mean, I made a mistake. A monumental mistake. A series of monumental mistakes. The house, stock market scam, jewelry store. And now, I'm playing gun thug for the FIB. Just to pass the time, you know, till Trevor figures out if he wants to kill me. Maybe my whole family.
Out of control, no choice. These are things you tell yourself to justify your behaviors. Anything else you want to tell me?
Yeah, I mean, I've had good days, Doc, but mostly they've just been really bad days. I've been doing really bad things, you know, hurting people.
You're a very sick man, Michael. I'm doing all I can, but we need more sessions.
Bien, pues si la última misión que hemos hecho es el bloqueo, Blitz Play, esto comienza diferente. Vamos a ver.
Relapse is a vital part of recovery.
Yeah, that's a hard one to explain. The FIB is making me... Let's just say one man's patriotism is another man's atrocity. My old pal Trevor, he's got me stealing nukes or some
Pues
shit
esto
off government
cambia, sí, sí.
contractors. My wife's left me, my kids too. My fucking son drugged me. I tried to kill a yoga teacher.
You're giving me facts. You're not telling me how you feel. I worry about your emotional health, Michael.
Vale, aquí tenemos la opción de elegir. De momento voy a rechazar. A ver qué pasa. Curiosidad, ¿eh?
You listen to me, asshole.
Toma.
I never said I was perfect.
What about your sexual problems, Michael?
I've been well. I mean, I've had thoughts, but I've been good. Not a single problem.
We all have thoughts, Michael. Not acting on them is real progress.
Vale, voy a aceptar.
Just don't like myself very much, Doc. And that's the truth.
What about your sexual problems, Michael?
I've been a really good boy, Doc. Really good. Not one problem.
I'm glad to hear that. Really glad. Keep working it. This is great.
If I could just get all these people off my back, Doc, I'd be doing a lot better.
Fascinating. You may actually be a rare combination of a sociopath and a deluded psychopath. Either that or a more classic case of a weak pup who was weaned too soon by an angry mother.
What the hell does that mean?
It means that's about all we have time for. I really want you to work on yourself. Think about the person you'd like to be and really obsess about it. Next week, I'll tell you how to become that person. And remember, brother, we're all rowing together. Now, cross that ocean. Oh, by the way, your insurance ran out. Listen, I don't suppose you could pay cash from now on. If I'm hearing correctly, you've clearly got some.
Yeah, okay.
Close the door on your way out. And buddy, chin up, okay?
Anímate, Michael, vamos. Bueno, pues la sesión Maldad. Y hemos desbloqueado, bueno, el doctor Friedlander. Mira tú qué bien, $1000 menos, joder, lamentable. Bueno, pues tras la misión, el señor Richards, aparece este mensaje del doctor Friedlander. Michael, llevo tiempo sin saber de ti. Confío en que conserves tu salud mental, pero me tienes preocupado. Una sesión telefónica. Bueno, pues vamos a llamarlo. Vamos a ver cómo es. Perfecto, pensaba que se podía rechazar.
Michael.
Doc, I gotta talk to you. I've been having these...
Well, let me stop you there. The pre-charge on your account didn't go through. Why don't you transfer some funds into your checking account and call me back?
But Doc, I
have to go, Michael.
Ah, vale. Cuando no tenemos dinero, no le podemos pagar una sesión al doctor Friedlander. Y también puede ocurrir esto. Perfecto, joder. Bien, pues esta sería la primera sesión telefónica y el comienzo cambiará según la última misión que hayamos hecho. Si hemos hecho el señor Richards o leves turbulencias. En mi caso, de momento, la última es el señor Richards, así que vamos a ver cómo es la consulta.
Hello, Dr. Isiah Friedlander speaking.
Hey, Doc, it's me.
Michael, how are you?
Not good, Doc. Not good at all.
Well, we spent a lot of time over the years discussing how negative actions lead to negative thoughts as much as the reverse. Because of the compounding of your classical low self-esteem with your assorted sexual hang-ups, the desperate search for the easy answer in life, and your profound narcissism, reality will have a habit of handing you a repeated kicking. Anyway, what's up?
Hell, Doc, when you put it like that, I'm afraid I ain't got much hope.
Have you been acting out again, Michael?
You know, a little up, a little down, Doc.
What about the bad, Michael? Tell me.
Okay, well, look, things are... I gotta tell you, Doc, they're awful. I'm making bad decisions here. And other people are picking up the tab for it. My family left me. They won't even take my phone calls. But I did meet this guy, Solomon Richards. You might have heard of him. Richards Majestic? Yeah, we're doing some work together. In the movies. Can you fucking believe that? I'm a movie producer.
Well, I'm glad to hear things are looking up. But you shouldn't look for validation outside of yourself. Validation isn't a label. It comes from within. Any other violent outburst, Michael?
I ain't been a good boy, Doc. I mean, you know, things just all of a sudden get up on top and right fucking on top. And then I lose my shit, and I hurt people, and then I feel bad about it. I'm a fucking prick.
Remorse is good, but not as good as taking control before you act out.
Bien, pues si la última misión que hemos hecho es la de leves turbulencias, minor turbulence, el comienzo de la sesión telefónica esta de Friedlander cambiará.
Have you been acting out again, Michael?
Things are bad, Doc. Really bad.
Tell me all about it. Sharing is winning.
I'm out in the desert now, Doc.
Sí.
My wife left me, my kids. Ah, Christ, we upset some guy, but that wasn't enough. We stole his wife. Now we gotta leave town. I'm living in a trailer with my psycho old buddy Trevor. He keeps killing people, Doc. I mean, you know, shit, me too, but... Ah, Christ, things are just really fucked up again.
You've got to make more time for therapy, Michael. This is a major relapse.
Bueno, aquí podemos elegir respuesta. De momento, pues voy a darle a la cruz.
Yeah, it's easy for you to judge, Doc. I had a tough childhood.
What about your sexual problems, Michael?
I've been well. I mean, I've had thoughts.
Y esto es lo mismo que en las escenas. No cambia
Not a single problem.
el
We
diálogo.
all have thoughts, Michael. Not acting on them is real progress.
Ever since I pulled that house apart, Doc, I ain't been myself. Not at all.
Bueno, vamos a aceptar, a ver qué ocurre.
There's a part of me, Doc, I just can't seem to control.
What about your
Bueno,
sexual problems, Michael?
I really feel like you're judging me harsh here, Doc. You know? I'm doing my best.
What about your sexual problems, Michael?
Ever since I pulled that fucking house off that fucking hill, my fucking life has been fucking
hostia.
fucked.
You know, therapy can really help you, Michael, which is why you should be really pleased with what you're doing. But I'm gonna have to stop you there. Oh, and there is one thing. Phone sessions are a little more expensive, obviously,
Hostia.
Obviously.
but so fulfilling. Let's speak again soon.
Muy bien, very soon. 1500. Bien, pues la siguiente sesión de Friedlander, el comienzo puede cambiar según la última misión que hayamos hecho. Si es la de descarrilado, negocios turbios o carne fresca. De momento, en mi caso, la última que he hecho es descarrilado. Por lo tanto, vamos a llamar a Friedlander y a ver qué pasa.
Hello, Dr.
Hola.
Isiah Friedlander speaking.
Hey, Doc, it's me.
Michael, How are you?
Not good, Doc. Not good at all.
Well, we spent a lot of time over the years discussing how negative actions lead to negative thoughts as much as the reverse. Because of the compounding of your classical low self-esteem with your assorted sexual hang-ups, the desperate search for the easy answer in life, and your profound narcissism, reality will have a habit of handing you a repeated kicking. Anyway, what's up?
Well, Doc, when you put it like that, I'm afraid I ain't got much hope.
Have you been acting out again, Michael?
Things are bad, Doc. Really bad.
Tell me all about it. Sharing is winning.
I've been really bad, Doc. But I'm suffering. I mean, I've lost everything that matters. I'm hanging with a maniac who's certain to kill me if the government doesn't do it first. I want my family back. Well, I want them to be different. And me to be different. The world to be different.
Obsessing about the things we've thrown away is an easy avoidance technique. Any other violent outburst, Michael?
Yeah, I mean, I've had good days, Doc, but mostly they've just been really bad days. We're doing really bad things, you know, hurting people.
You're a very sick man, Michael. I'm doing all I can, but we need more sessions.
Bien, pues ahora la última misión que yo he hecho es la de negocios turbios, así que el comienzo de esta sesión con Friedlander va a cambiar. Estoy con mi buen amigo Dwayne Ford.
Have you been acting out again, Michael?
I've been a mixed bag, Doc.
Tell me about the problem behaviors.
Okay. Well, I'm back in Los Santos at least. Yeah, I had to leave town for a while.
Efectivamente.
Things were touch and go there, Doc. And there was a bank, train, chemical weapons facility. Government. Trevor, they just keep asking me to do this crazy shit. And it escalates. And it's gonna keep on escalating, too. Until I'm dead or I've killed everyone on the fucking planet. Jesus. But now I'm back in the city. You know, and I'm back in touch with the movie guy. God, I hope there's my way out.
You can say no, Michael. It's the most powerful weapon you've got. Any other violent outburst, Michael?
I ain't been a good boy, Doc. I mean, you know, things just all of a sudden get up on top and right fucking on top. And then I lose my shit and I hurt people and then I feel bad about it. I'm a fucking prick.
Remorse is good, but not as good as taking control before you act out.
Bueno, pues si la última misión que hemos hecho es la de carne fresca, pues el comienzo de esta sesión con el psiquiatra cambiará. Vamos a ver.
Have you been acting out again, Michael?
You know, a little up, a little down, Doc.
So what about the problem areas?
I've been doing some thinking. I put my feet up and I reflected. My feet were literally up on a fucking meat hook. You know, I think that did more for my mental health than all these years of therapy combined. I mean, I know what I want now. Trevor, he's on to me. That's fine, though. You know, it was bound to happen sooner or later. What I want is I want my family back. I want to make something. I don't want nobody owning me. I'm paying the last of my debts, Doc, and I'm starting over again.
That sounds like a breakthrough, Michael. You needed time to reflect on the work we've done together. Don't undervalue the benefit of these sessions.
De momento voy a darle negativo.
Yeah, it's easy for you to judge, Doc. I had a tough childhood.
Bueno, positivamente, a ver qué pasa.
There's a part of me, Doc, I just can't seem to control.
What about your sexual problems, Michael?
I've been well. I mean, I've had thoughts, but I've been good. Not a single problem.
We all have thoughts, Michael. Not acting on them is real progress.
Ever since I pulled that fucking house off that fucking hill, my fucking life has been fucking fucked.
You know, therapy can really help you, Michael, which is why you should be really pleased with what you're doing. But I'm gonna have to stop you there. Oh, and there is one thing. Phone sessions are a little more expensive, obviously.
Capullo.
But so fulfilling. Let's speak again soon.
Sí, hasta otra. Bien, estamos ante la última sesión del Dr. Friedlander y el comienzo ya sabéis que depende de la última misión que hayamos hecho. En este caso, asalto al FIB conjuntamente con problemas legales dará un comienzo, o si hemos elegido la última misión, opción sensata, o, también en la última misión, la tercera vía. De momento, en mi caso, lo último que he hecho ha sido asalto al FBI y problemas legales. Vamos a ver cómo comienza esto. Trauma por abandono.
Well, Michael, I see you're back around and making time for your mental health.
Yeah, I don't know why I came.
What do you want, Michael?
I don't know. I just want... I want something that isn't this. You know? This caring about two things at once. I mean, I want to be a good dad. Love my family. You know, live the dream. But at the same time, I really want the other stuff, too.
I suppose you haven't really considered the fact that by neglecting your therapy, you've guaranteed these behavioral relapses.
No, I hadn't considered that.
So, pal, what's the source of conflict this time?
Things are kind of on the uptick, Doc.
There's no greater concern than optimism.
Where are we now? Today's getting hard to keep track of who wants to kill me at any given moment. Trevor still wants to eat my liver, but we're playing nice because we're working a job together. The FIB, they want me dead because I'm no longer useful to them. The investor guy who hooked me up with the studio, he's pissed off because I didn't burn it down for him. But the wife and kids are back under the roof. So, maybe things are okay.
Efectivamente, joder.
Family is important, Michael. But make sure you want them there for the right reasons.
Bien, pues aquí lo último que he hecho es la última misión, elegir el plan de opción sensata, que consiste en matar a Trevor. Vamos a ver cómo inicia esta super sesión.
There's no greater concern than optimism.
Well, actually, you know, I mean, now that I think of it, I'm great. Could not be better. That Trevor problem disappeared completely.
Correcto.
Wiped off the face of the planet.
Anda.
A couple investments came through. I can finally get out of the game, you know? I dissolved those contacts. I mean, maybe there's a few people still pissed at me. That investor guy, maybe. I don't care. Got my eyes open. I'm gonna start making plays in the movie business. Movie people, Doc, they get me. It's all I'm looking for. It's mutual respect.
That all sounds fine, but I sense you're not telling me how you really feel. Any other acting out, friend? Tell me.
I've been out of control, Doc. I think I got, you know, an imbalance or something. You know, I mean, one minute I'm one person and the next minute I'm another person.
And you sometimes feel you're not responsible for your actions. It's all denial.
Bien, pues vamos a ver cómo es el comienzo tras superar la opción C en la última misión, que es la de la tercera vía. Vamos a ver.
There's no greater concern than optimism.
Sabias palabras.
You know what, Doc? I'm okay. Things have finally come together for me. I mean, I made a bunch of money, and most of those guys that wanted me gone, they don't want nothing no more. Well, I'm not going to pretend that my life's not still a mess. I mean, I know I still got a long way to go. You know, with my family, my friends, my aspirations. I mean, I know I've done a lot of bad things, Doc. I told a lot of lies. But, Doc, I'm hopeful.
Don't hide behind hope, Michael. Hope is the enemy of hard work. Any other acting out, friend? Tell me.
I ain't been a good boy, Doc. I mean, you know, things just all of a sudden get up on top and right fucking on top. And then I lose my shit and I hurt people and then I feel bad about it. I'm a fucking prick.
Un poquito.
Remorse is good, but not as good as taking control before you act out.
Bueno, vamos aquí de momento a rechazar, a ver qué pasa.
It was a fuck up, Doc. I'm still a good guy underneath.
Anything else? Anything sexual?
I'm doing well, Doc, in that regard. Nothing to report, not one single thing.
That's great, Michael. It's real progress. See? Treatment works when you try.
Bueno, voy a aceptar, a ver qué pasa.
I want to be good, Doc, I really do. But then I get angry.
Anything else? Anything sexual?
Pues...
I got real lonely, so I picked up a girl. You know how
Sí.
it is. Didn't help. I still hate myself.
I don't feel sorry for you. I feel concerned you can't manage your emotions better. Sexual?
Well, you know, I've been a good boy in that regard. I'm making real progress, Doc.
Correcto.
We are making progress, Michael. You're finally listening to me. Great.
So I feel like there's progress in some areas and, you know, none in others.
That's incredible stuff. I don't think I've ever heard such a barrage of denial, self-justification, and outright horror. The thing is, Michael, here, can we just get a quick photo together? Cheese.
What is this?
I really think I can't treat you anymore. The fact is, I'm in love with you.
The fuck you talking
Okay,
about,
well,
Doc?
that's not true. Good, you're learning. Good.
What's going on?
Nothing. It's just... I think you need a new therapist. And I'm leaving town. I've got a TV show. I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be famous. Think of the fucking tale. All those fucking bitches who called me pubehead. Oh, they'll be lining up to suck it now.
Hostia.
You got a TV show. You!
Best not to think too closely about what I just said. It's not like I'll be using real names or anything. I'm really discreet. Bye now.
Pues cuidado. Aquí tenemos dos opciones.
Says you can't prove defamation.
O matarlo o dejarlo marchar. Bueno, voy a intentar pillar un vehículo y a ver si me da tiempo. Por ahí está. Hola.
I trusted you, you prick!
Bien dicho, Michael.
Stop and think about it. Deep breaths. Calm. Calm.
Come back here, asshole!
This kind of exposure will push you to the help you need.
Que te calles, pringao.
I poured my heart out to you! And my wallet!
Y mi cartera.
That's my life!
Don't
Exacto.
you want to be famous? Everybody wants to be famous. It's a primal urge.
Hey, I'm a nice person! You gotta tell people that!
Exacto.
You're acting out, Michael. Don't act out.
You fucking head shrinker!
Come cocos. El Pac-Man.
Isn't this the attention you were looking for?
Hey, those ain't your secrets to sell!
Hostia.
You wanted me to listen to your problems? Now the whole country will listen to your problems.
Sí. No me jodas, tío. Bueno, el destino ha decidido que lo dejemos escapar.
I'll shove your show up your ass, Doc.
Bien dicho, Michael. Bueno, pues esta es una opción, ¿de acuerdo?
I poured my heart out to you! And my wallet! Now, that's how you work through an issue.
Bueno, así matamos. Es otra opción, matar al Dr. Friedlander.
I hate to do this.
Y nos da, pues, todo lo que hemos invertido en la terapia, señores. Así que, bueno, podemos ganar dinero. Pero bueno, yo creo que merece la pena dejarlo vivo Y canónicamente la opción correcta es dejarlo vivo. Bueno, pues si matamos al Dr. Friedlander, en la última consulta que tenemos con él, aparece esto en Los Santos Meteor. Un chalado mata a su psicólogo. Vale, he recibido un mensaje del Dr. Friedlander. Vamos a leerlo, si no me matan estos dos pringaos. Si lo dejamos vivo, solamente, obviamente, ¿no? Tiene sentido. Imaginad recibirlo si lo matamos. Intentemos progresar, ¿de acuerdo, amigo? Querido Michael, mira, sé que estás algo molesto con mi proceder y tampoco puedo decir que me sienta muy orgulloso. Sin embargo, el caso es que con mi programa de tele y con el especial radiofónico puedo ayudar a mucha más gente. Por cierto, lo has oído, he recibido muchos mensajes de fans y esta noche voy a salir con una oyente. Es algo joven para mí, me temo. En cualquier caso, quiero que sepas que valoro todo lo que hicimos juntos. El libro que escribí y el programa que presento dan fe de aquello. Deberías sentirte muy orgulloso. ¡No! Me ayudaste mucho y sé que yo también te he ayudado. Un saludo de tu amigo, Isiah Friedlander. Capullo de... ¿Cómo te encuentre? Te arranco de raíz esos puñeteros rizos. Joder, Michael, estoy orgulloso de ti, sí señor. Muy buena respuesta. Cuidado porque nos vuelve a responder el ex terapeuta o psiquiatra. Michael, líbrate de tanta cólera, es indigna de ti. Tu amigo Isiah, postdata, por si te lo preguntas, la chica estaba de maravilla. Esta noche voy a una fiesta con muchos famosos. En la cumbre de la montaña que llamamos Sociedad, el aire es maravilloso. Echo de menos nuestras conversaciones, Michael, pero creo que he encontrado mi lugar. Menudo pringao.